Introverted or extroverted? Who awakes first? This is an answer to a question of a listener of this channel. Good evening. This is What is Awakening with an answer to the question, how does being introverted or extroverted relate to waking up? A friend of mine, upon watching the video What Awakening actually is, asked me this question, referring to my statement that a strong ego means an ego that can deal with society and day-to-day life. And that to let go of ego, it is better to have one first. But what about being sensitive? This is a very good question, because you would think that an introverted or a sensitive person is more likely to question one's own self or the world, while an extroverted person could be getting along quite nicely in being everybody's darling and not reflect or question much. Maybe. My point was that I invite everyone, also the sensitive and introverted listeners, to question their motives. The aim of these talks is, of course, to shine a flashlight into the darkness. If this beam of light irks you, my job is well done, because I triggered you into questioning reality. It is, of course, not better to be either introverted or extroverted, or to have a stronger or weaker ego. You have an ego, and it is dealing with the world in one way or another. It does not matter really in which way, how it compensates. The point is that the main motor of all ego is fear. Fear of something. To be afraid of the injustice in the world, of the conspiracies, of our world pollution and destruction, climate catastrophe, dictatorships, multinational companies, forced inoculations. All this is the flip side of the coin of being afraid of not having enough, which drives the people who seem to have a strong ego or strong self-confidence. I say seem to. All those billionaires who seem to have nothing to do but to destroy the planet in order to get their next million are just afraid, just as you are. The difference is you are afraid of them and of the rainforest disappearing, and they are afraid of death and of losing their wealth. They do not have a strong ego. We have been taught that people who are successful financially are strong personalities. This is not true. This is marketing. This is what kings want their subjects to believe. A strong personality, a strong ego is someone for whom life is not a world of fear, and who goes to seek additional danger in order to not get bored to death. The late survival specialist Rudiger Neyberg, for example, who died this year. Goodbye, Rudiger. But in the end, to wake up, you do not have to do anything. You do not have to be one way or another. You do not have to change or learn something or get stronger or more or less introverted or more or less sensitive. It is not easier or more difficult for anyone. A key ingredient is to find your worst fear and then look at it. Really look into its flaming eye and then ask yourself, who is it who is afraid of this? Who here is afraid? Who is it? If you can do that, then your ego is strong enough to die. The ego does not want to die. It is the last thing it wants, really. But there's an inherent part of it who is sick of itself and all the being afraid all the time. This is the part that you can nurture. What is your biggest fear? Ask yourself. Is it death? Annihilation? Boredom? Emptiness? Whatever, once you have it, hold on to it. Why are you afraid of this? And who is it who feels this or thinks this? That is the question. Do not look outside for answers. injustice or the climate catastrophe are not the main issues here. The main issue is that you think that they are real and that you assume that yourself is real. To look into this, you need some courage because you might not like the answer. That is why I said that to run away will not wake you up very likely. Go towards what you have been running away from all your life up till now. Ponder this. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, hit the bell button, and see you soon with more videos. And feel free to leave your comments below.